Hey guys, good morning. Today is Wednesday, May the 13th. We are about to do your reading lesson for today. This is going to be kind of the same as what we did on Monday because we are working with a nonfiction story and we're looking at information that we learned just from the pictures and then information that we learned from the words. Okay, so today's I can statement, it kind of got squished over on the side, but it says I can learn information from a book by only looking at the pictures. So on Monday, I actually wrote out all of the information that we were learning from the pictures, but today, this is going to be a little more interactive. So I'm going to show you the pictures, and then I want you to come up with some stuff that you are learning just based on the pictures, and I'm going to talk about them a little bit as we go. So today we're going to look at spiders, and this is by Gail Gibbons. Now, earlier in the year, we talked about the photos, and we said that if it was a photograph, it was giving information, and if it was a drawing, that it was a fiction story, it wasn't real. But then we altered that throughout the school year because we started learning that we were learning information from stories that had drawings. So if we look at this story, we'll actually see these type of illustrations all the way through the story. And these are drawings, but this is a real book. We're getting information. So the author's purpose is to inform us about spiders with this book. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to take a picture walk today, remember, and we're going to pause and talk about some of the information that we're learning just from the pictures. All right, so this is Spiders by Gail Gibbons. All right, so in this first picture, we're obviously seeing a spider. We know that's what the story is about. But then we see this long kind of string coming from him. Okay, and we see this one over here in a spider web. I know that I have run my face into spider webs all the time, and it is not pleasant. We see some spiders over here on the, maybe on the grass or on a plant, and then one hanging right here from the rose. All right, so we already know now, based on the pictures, that spiders, they form webs. And if you look real close at the spider, this is his front and this is his back. So that web comes out from his back, from his behind. All right, we see one hanging out here on a leaf again, and a really large one. So we also can tell that spiders are all different sizes because they're not all this size, but they're all not that size either. So all of the spiders are different sizes. So that's something that we're learning from this picture. All right. Now I see this picture and I see this big word here, and actually underneath it, this is the phonetics sound out of it. So this word right here is kind of big and it doesn't really sound out the way it looks. But down here we have how to sound it out. So we have arachnid. All right, so that says arachnid. All right, and this word is in this picture, so it's part of it, but it doesn't really tell us what an arachnid is, nor does it tell us what these women are doing with these poles and maybe some yarn or something. So all we have is arachnid. So I don't know that we're really learning a ton of information based on that picture. We may have to get into the text to figure that out. Okay, so on here we have a diagram. Remember, a diagram is a picture, and then it has words that point to certain things on the picture. So on here, we're understanding the body of the spider. So I can't really read this. Cephalothorax, okay, and it's got a line that's pointing down kind of in the middle of the spider right here. All right, this says most spiders have 8 eyes. So this is showing the eyes. All right. These are called pedipalps. I'm so not good at this. Pedipalps. So it's got a line that's going up here, maybe to his legs. Oh no, this is right here, actually, to his little feet, okay? Says a spider has 8 legs. So that's something that we're learning from this photograph. We have the abdomen. All right. Here we have another diagram. This one looks like a bee or a yellow jacket. All right, so remember the diagram is the picture, but then it's got words that are pointing to certain parts of that picture. So here's the head. All right, I'm not gonna go through all of these, but this one's the thorax. We see the line pointing here to the middle. This one has an abdomen as well. So lots of information that we're learning from these diagrams. Diagrams are really important to learn information. All right. So here we have a couple of spiders. I want you to take a second and see if you can tell somebody who's sitting with you something that you're learning just based on this picture. So one thing that I'm learning from this picture is that this spider is like brownish and this one is black with some red on it. So spiders are different colors. Maybe that means something. All right, here we have a couple of more diagrams. Well, these are labels actually, and let me tell you what the difference is. You see how this is one picture and one label. Well, all of these back here, these are labels, but because it's telling you what the different parts of the body are, it makes it called, the whole picture is called a diagram. Okay? So these are some labels. This is showing the egg sac, and this is showing the spiderlings. All right. Now I have a good guess about what that means, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to let you think. We're probably not going to make it all the way through this book today because I don't want to make our lesson too long. But we are still going to look through and see what we can learn. So here we've got some more labels. This says the streamer. Okay, so we're learning that the streamer is what's coming out of the spider. And this says ballooning. Okay, maybe that's what they're doing right here. They're ballooning. I don't know. All right. Here we see this big word. It says exoskeleton, and it's pointing over here to the skeleton-like thing. And this says molting. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right there today. There's a good bit more pictures to look at, but like I said, I don't want to make it too long and make it boring and then you decide you don't have to listen anymore. So that is our lesson for today. Remember, we're looking at just pictures and we're trying to figure out things that we learned just based on pictures. Tomorrow we'll take a look at the words and see what we learn based off the words. So today we learned that spiders might be different colors and that might mean something. We learned that spiders have a webbing that comes out of their back. And I have to look back in my book to remember what it was called because I don't remember. Oh, it was called a streamer. All right, that comes out of their back. We saw that they have kind of like a, oh, I have to look back in my book again because I forget what it is called. An egg sac, and I'm thinking that's where the babies are, but we will have to read to find out for sure. We learned about the different parts of the spider's body. We looked at the spider and a yellow jacket or bumblebee. And then we know that people have something to do with spiders, but we don't know yet what that means. So we'll look at that tomorrow to decide that. All right, kiddos, don't forget iRead today for 20 minutes. iReady reading is where your reading assignment is. iReady math is where your math assignment is. I don't have a lot of data on you guys getting on it this week, so make sure, please, 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 you are getting on and doing your work, okay? 2 more weeks to the push, and then we are done, okay? So make sure you're getting on and doing your work. I will see you guys today at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock for phonics. And if not, I will post a video on YouTube. Bye.